Ho, 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 we're back.
Podcast.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how do we pronounce the name of this? First of
Rapsittie
all,
Street Kids.
okay, so this is a piece of media that was originally lost media, but someone found it. And I guess we're just gonna jump straight into it. This was written and directed by Colin Slater, and it's one of the only two films he ever created.
The other one he directed was called Dinosaur, and I believe it was a knockoff of Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah. It was produced by Chris Rose, who invested $500,000 into Slater's animation studio, Wolf Tracer Productions. Rose never checked in on the animation process, as he blindly trusted Slater and his team. In fact, the first time he ever saw any of the special was when it first aired.
And according to, I think, Kotaku, they did a behind-the-scenes little investigation where Chris Rose invited all of his friends and even his father, who he has a rocky relationship, over to see the special when it first aired. And apparently, as soon as it started, everyone was just sitting there in silence. It was awkward, and Rose even went up to his bedroom, and from his bedroom window, he could see his father leaving. And
Oh no,
that was so hilariously tragic. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And the film was animated in 3D choreographer. It's a low-grade consumer 3D program that significantly lacks the tools needed to animate. And they couldn't really render any real background, so they just used Adobe Photoshop and animated the character models over it. But once again, it's only made as a hobby. It's not for actual animation production.
Mm-hmm.
The film was infamously known for its terrible 3D animation and was panned by critics as well as audiences.
Yet, despite the animation, the film managed to get some talented voice actors. We have Mark Hamill, aka Luke Skywalker, the original voice of Belle, Paige O'Hara, the voice of Ariel, Jodie Benson, and Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, who also produced the special. I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is on the speculative side, bear in mind, but some people believe that since Colin Slater and Nancy Cartwright are practicing Scientologists, that was how they met, and Nancy Cartwright produced this special and managed to convince some of her voice acting buddies to sign off on this project. But again, this is on the speculative side.
Alright, so after the special aired once on a few local Warner Brothers networks, it became Lost Media, but was found by the founder of the Lost Media Wiki, Dykate, after a very tumultuous exchange with Colin Slater. Slater first asked Dykate to pay for the film to be transferred from videotape to digital, then asked double for the initial payment after claiming, he accidentally got it transferred twice. Once the payments were through, Dykate got no movie and no word from Slater, who straight up ghosted him. Oh, that's not fair. So after exhausting every possible contact method, Dykate called Slater out in the comments for his YouTube channel. Slater turned off the comments, claimed he didn't own the right to Rapsittie Streets Kids, and he wasn't allowed to give out copies, but he wasn't going to return the money either. But eventually Slater gave it to Dykate, and they never spoke again. I wouldn't speak to him again after that either.
Yeah, and if that wasn't bad enough, Slater would later get blacklisted by Amazon after his film plagiarized books on their website. Right. And he would upload his other film Dinosaur on YouTube and make some rather cryptic posts on Twitter relating to Scientology, and that was pretty much all he ever did until in 2019 when he died from a stroke.
Wow. So, imagine living such a, uninteresting and unfulfilling life that the only thing you're remembered for is two really shitty animated films. So, I'm not sure why it's called Rapsittie Streets Kids.
Yeah, I don't know why either. And I think it was called the Backstreet. Let's see. Oh fuck, what was it gonna be called again? It was gonna be called something else. Let's see. Oh fuck! Okay, where's the production? Bear with me, everyone. It's gonna be
That's
called
okay.
the Rapsittie Street Kids until copyright.
Oh, what?
I'd
The Backstreet Kids?
Yeah, but there was a British comic strip of the same name, so they had to call it Rapsittie.
Also, everybody, I am recovering from being sick. If you hear me blow my nose, just please deal with it. Okay, so we start off with the character Ricky.
Yeah.
Right?
And because he's a black kid in the late 90s, early 2000s, he raps.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is all the representation black people got on in media at the time. And it was as cringy then as it is now, I'm sure.
Because all the raps are bad.
Oh god, yeah, like, I saw a scooter with a motor, it was flat.
It's just awkward, and it is also pretty obvious that he's not that well off, because he goes to look at toys in the window of a store, and he reaches into his pocket, and all he has is like some quarters or something.
Yeah, and he has a crush on... Okay, at first I thought this was an older girl or something, but no, she's in the same class as Ricky.
Oh yeah, because she's taller than him, and like almost all the other kids too.
Yeah, so... Oh, he decides that since he can't afford to get Nicole a present, he decided to give her something from the heart, which happens to be the old teddy bear his mom gave to him before, as Ricky puts it, the angels took her away. Your mom's 6 feet under, kid.
Yeah, so basically, he's poor and he lost his mom, so it's like, for some reason, he gets bullied too. Okay, so...
Okay.
So here's just one thing I have to say. This movie doesn't do a good job of, like, introducing the characters. It almost sort of makes it seem like we're supposed to know who they are, but we really don't. And, so, like, there's this character in here named Smithy, and he's apparently, like,
the
Ricky's best
stereotypical
friend.
fat kid, yeah. And
I hated this character so freaking much.
And he always makes really bad puns, and he always kind of sandwich and a scarf is covering his mouth.
No, literally, he's always carrying this fucking sandwich. It's always with him. But also, I can't believe we didn't realize this, but the guy who voices Ricky, it's the original Black Power Ranger.
Wait, seriously?
Yes,
Oh my
Walter Emmanuel
God.
Jones. Oh my god.
Oh.
He must really have needed a paycheck, but like, yeah, but there's also, I think this is Nancy Cartwright's character, because it sounds like her,
Yeah, this kid who sounds like Nelson, who's like the head bully of the group. Todd.
And then there's Tug, which, what kind of name is that? But then there's this, like, kind of pseudo-goth kid.
The best I can describe him is like he's the mind of a surfer dude in the body of a goth kid.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He doesn't even have a name. Like, we're not being mean for getting his name. He just does not have one.
And so Ricky puts together a tree, which is made of a bunch of clip art ornaments. Yeah, another thing to realize is that a lot of the objects aren't really rendered. They just got some Adobe Photo, whatever clip art they had on hand, and just drag and paste them along to create a simulation of animation.
Yeah. And, like, the thing is, we know that there are people who can make good animated stuff without a budget, so it's like there's really no excuse for everything to look as bad as it does. it's not just like the models are so bizarre looking, but they also move awkwardly, and their faces don't really emote at all.
No, like I said, the program they used to animate these characters, it wasn't made for like TV or professional animation. It was just like a time waster. And yeah, there's some speculation that Slater, when he received the investment, he only put in the bare minimum for animation and just made off with the rest of the
I would
money.
believe that. Yeah, I would totally believe that. So Nicole, I really did not like this character because she.
Mm,
Okay, they were trying to make her seem like really vapid and shallow, but I also feel like
like they didn't make her likable at all.
no, she keeps talking about the mall and how all the best stuff is expensive, and her friend Lene, I don't know what kind of name that is. Um, Originally I thought it was Renee, but it's no Lene, Lenee.
Voiced by Jodie
She
Benson, who's like the nerdy girl.
Yeah, she there was like a gift exchange, and Nicole got like this reindeer, and she like said something insulting about it, but apparently Lene was the one who bought it. Um and then I'm trying to remember what happens. I watched this
Oh
today, but
yeah,
this
and
movie.
that's when we get, and I believe the teacher,
Oh
uh,
god, the teacher, so
who.
badly animated.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm rewatching the clip right now, and she never once looks at the students.
No, she's like looking above their heads.
Yeah, she is. She was really cranky. Like she
Oh
was.
yeah.
Had someone tells me she needed her caffeine.
Oh yeah. Though she was, if I was the like teacher of these students, I think I'd need a vacation
Yeah,
too.
especially looking at all those dead eyes every day.
So I think it's. Oh, there's this also like extended out scene where they're outside, where it's really dumb. Um,
More art snowmen and trees, and
um,
awkward animation.
Smithy throws a snowball at Todd, and
And like a ripoff of that whole scene from the Charlie Brown Christmas. Todd grabs onto Smithy's scarf and he just swings him around.
yeah,
Only it's somehow even worse animated than a 1960s made-for-TV budget.
I know. It's just, again like I feel like there's just no excuse for it to look this bad. But also, like, besides the animation being bad, like we said, the characters are not that interesting or fleshed out. They're kind of boring. I found Smithy so annoying. I'm like, I want this character to shut up. Like everything he said annoyed me.
I want to strangle him with his own scarf.
Okay, and then so Ricky finally gives Nicole the bear, and of course, since she's a bitch, she's like, what the heck is
Oh
this?
god, when she makes that oh open mouth
That face
gasp.
was
Oh
terrifying. Oh my
god, I
god.
remember Peter said it made her look like a blow-up sex doll.
They kind of did. And of course, she throws a tantrum. She throws away, and Ricky's like, "Man, you just don't get it." And I'm like, Ricky, I think you're giving her way too much credit. I think he thinks she's smarter than she is.
And even then,
And then this is
Nicola still feels the need to make fun of Ricky by saying, "Who gave that candle, Ricky?" As he's inside lighting the candle with... What the hell kind of dish was that?
I have no
And
idea.
this is when we're introduced to Ricky's care guardian, great-grandma Fran Rogers, voiced by comedian Deborah Wilson of Mad TV fame.
And she's been in other stuff where she's done a good job. This is not her fault. This character doesn't really talk so much as. How would you explain the way she talks?
It's like she's gargling or something.
It's like garbled.
Yeah, there
You
was
can pick out a few words, but not a lot.
long-standing rumor that people thought there was a problem with her audio and that it got garbled. There was a glitch that made it sound all goggly, but no, that's actually how they directed her to voice the character.
Oh my god.
I
Really?
know! It's horrible.
She must have been so confused. Alright, and then. Is this when Ricky writes the letter?
Yeah, I believe saying where he says that he's written for a video box, some Xbox knockoff thing, and then he gusses about Nicole and how about she threw out the bear his mom gave him, and as he's putting away the mail, oh god, my show is come to this special. It cut to her Nicole making that sex doll face again. Jesus Christ. And yeah, the letter he's about to mail throws away, and Nicole makes fun of Jenny for believing in Santa, and because they have Jodi Benson, they make her sing a song which is awful. She just stands in place while leaning left and right and playing her arms, and despite making fun of Jean for believing in Santa, she sings about how Santa will bring all the presents, like...
Yeah, which doesn't make sense, but also, like, Jodi Benson has a beautiful voice. This song does not do her any justice. Not... Because not only is, like, the character not doing anything, the lyrics are just so... uninspired, you know?
Like, it's just about how vain she is.
Yeah, she's like, look at me, I'm so wonderful and stuff. Best Kid in the World isn't what it was called. It was bad.
Okay. So, apparently Jean's dad is on a trip and is oh, sorry, fuck me. This special killed so many brain cells. Jean is wondering if her father will be home in time for Christmas. Apparently he's working out of town or something. And Nicole finally sees a letter Ricky was meant to mail to Santa on her front lawn. And in a complete 180, he has guilt for throwing out the teddy bear.
Yeah, because she reads the letter and finds out that, Ricky's mom gave him the teddy bear.
Okay, now there's a raid. Gravity Falls handled the vain, snobby, rich girl getting a redemption arc a lot better than this. Like, from Northwest, she started out snobby and vain, but as she continued to interact with the Pines, she started to grow. They started to grow on her, and she started to learn a bit of humility, especially in that party episode where they learned about the dark history of the Northwest had on Gravity Falls.
And she starts to realize, her family is not as great as she thought they were, and we also see that her parents aren't that great, stuff like that. Like, she comes to realizations, but Nicole's turnabout is just so out of nowhere. She reads the letter and then she suddenly has this turn. I'm not sure why Smithy and Lene were looking through the trash. I didn't know they were friends. It didn't seem like they were. But then Nicole comes to help me find the bear. And okay, one of the things about the animation is the arms move so weird. Everything moves weird, but none of
C-3PO.
Yeah, oh yeah, in a way. And also the bullies just happen to be there.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember. They're digging through the garbage and right. And Ricky has a heart with his great grandma, and fuck. I don't know why they went with this direction, cause they tried to paint as a serious scene about how Ricky is trying to understand why Nicole doesn't value the bear as much as she did, and But as the dramatic music plays, it's just grandma going.
Yeah. Again, they did a lot of the voice actors and actresses dirty here, and they did Deborah so dirty.
Oh, wow, I forgot about this scene. While they're digging through the dumpster, the bully kids come and make fun of them, and they do this weird animation because they can't properly animate. As they laugh, they just lean back and forward repeatedly.
Yeah. It looks really weird. It looks like the models are messing up.
And so, they start digging through the bottom of the basement where Smithy says this really creepy line. I love creeping out creepy girls.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Smithy, shut up. He's also like a little sexist. I'm like, he makes all these comments about girls, and I wanted to smack him so much. He's so annoying.
So they don't find a bell, so they go to the junkyard where the bullies just follow them and almost like they're stalking them, and
Kind of feels like that. Because, like, the bullies just, for some reason, have nothing better to do.
Yeah, and as they're being chased by the guard, Smithy throws his sandwich at the Todd, and that gets the dog's attention as they rush after them. And then they see the only 3D object on the background, which is Ricky's bear.
The trash man just randomly put it out on one of the cars in the junkyard. Okay. That means they would have had to search through the garbage to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But also, the modeling for the dogs is so bad. It looks like a really, it looks like someone took a really bad, what's the word? A plushie and made it into a model. But also, when Smithy throws a sandwich, for some reason, the background changes. It kind of looks like they were trying to, like, do something anime inspired. Because it's like, it's Smithy and the sandwich, but the background is, like, blue all of a sudden. I don't know. Maybe they thought it looked cool.
Mm-hmm. And so, Nicole returns the bear to Smithy, Ricky, fuck. But he's like, but I gave the bear to you. It matters to me, but so does friendship, and that was such a cringy line. And Lenny, he comes home and her dad's home too. And this is where we're introduced to her little sister, Jenny.
Who would name their kids Lenny and Jenny? Come on.
So her father, they have her belief in Santa Claus shtick. Well, they look up
that song was so pointless and random.
Look up in the clouds and they see clouds from like Santa's face. Oh god. And okay, so let me just try to wrap this up. We finally get Nicole's father, Mark Hammer, in the final 10 minutes. Or 6 minutes, I should say. She accidentally gets Ricky's video game console, and she walks very, very, very slowly to his house to deliver it to him. Video box. Oh, fuck, I forgot that. And Jen gets a very still, certainly dead pony on the front lawn. Like, it's all wide-eyed.
It doesn't even move when they go out to see it.
I really doubt it even has a heartbeat right now. It most likely caught on hypothermia, standing out in the snow like that.
But yeah, like, how long has that thing been out there?
And Santa's shadow flies over the house. You don't even see Santa in this special. And Great-Grandma gives some words of wisdom about Christmas. And then we get a teaser for how Jenna's sister is going to return in another Rapsittie Streets Kids special about Easter. Which never happened.
That reminds me of, like, with Elf Bowling, how they were going to try to have, like, a Halloween sequel.
Oh, God. They actually thought this should be popular enough to get a sequel. Oh my god.
All right, so like y'all might have think we were like really quick with that review, but guys, this is such a nothing burger of a special. The animation is so unappealing. The characters are boring. The music is awful. There's nothing here. There's not a single positive thing here. Like I hated 8 Crazy Nights, but you know what? At least the animation in that was good.
This has nothing, and the animation
Mm-mm.
is horrible. And the songs are horrible. The story is very bland and forgettable, and even I feel like the voice actors kind of phoned it in with this one, which is the same because of the talent.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes, like you just have to like take the job, even if you don't think it's gonna be good. You just got, it's like you have to take a paycheck. So I feel like all these voice actors and actresses just took the job, maybe knowing they were in something that wasn't gonna be that great, and just, you know,
hmm
I'm gonna give this a 0.
Yeah, it's you as well. There's nothing here. Like, it was. I feel like the history is more interesting than the actual uh,
Oh,
special itself
yeah,
because of how screwed over these guys were.
yeah. It's just I would like even I think really it's just I think even with the art being so bad, had maybe the story been a little interesting or the characters had been fun, it would have been like so bad it's good, but it's just there's nothing.
Okay, and
All right.
thankfully, after that nothing burger, we got a whole lot of news.
Okay, so just a warning, we're going to be talking about some really dark subject matter in this next article. It has to do with Diddy Combs, unfortunately. So Jay-Z has been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl alongside Diddy
Oh,
Combs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so this was originally filed in October. It was refiled recently. Um I hate to say this, but I'm not surprised because Jay Z like started like going after Beyonce when she was like still a minor, so
Oh,
this wouldn't
Lord.
surprise me.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
a lot of people forget that she was like super young when he started, trying to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
It doesn't.
do this. She's seeking unspecified damages, and oh god, this is horrible. And
Yeah,
yeah, Combs was arrested back in September, of course. Us
and
and
he's still in jail.
oh, thank
Thank God.
God. And even though he pleaded not guilty, he's guilty. Uh,
See, the thing is, I think a lot of people are like, there's gonna be like a ton of artists we'll have to stop listening to because Combs knew a lot of people.
oh no.
Yeah, someone like the trend has been going around like, oh, we all go back to listening to Mozart because everybody knew Diddy Combs or something. But yeah, um, right now the plaintiff is anonymous, which makes sense because I mean I don't want I don't want people going after her, but I also feel like if this was me, I wouldn't want my name to be associated with such a person.
Yeah, so.
But yeah,
Oh, sorry.
it seems like each day Diddy Combs gets worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
So, I was gonna say on to Biden news, but, yeah, fucking ad, Christian Chenoweth defends Wicked and against boycott movement, and, oh, this organization, 1 million moms. They don't even
Okay,
have a
so
million
for those,
members.
so their name is a lie. Of course it is. So, for those of you who don't know, Christine Chenoweth was the original Glinda on Broadway. She also has a little, what's the word, cameo
In the movie.
in the film. Yeah, when they go to the Emerald City. But see, I guess I don't know why, but a lot of people were like, "Hey, this is gay and we didn't realize it or something." It's really weird just because in the original book, it's kind of it's hinted at a lot that Glinda and Elphaba kind of almost had a romance, but yeah. Kristen Chenoweth said, "Everyone knows that 1 million moms are a mere few hundred, maybe. It's called entertainment, artistry. I'm a Christian woman and originated the role of Glinda and all the silliness that these women spew out of hate. No, 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 I can't help it. I try to love them anyways, for they don't get it. For anyone who wants to see girl power, then go see Wicked on stage or in a movie theater."
Yeah, this is like some kind of some kind of label for the American Family Association, which is like a far right Christian and nationalist group who banned. They also went after a Has-Been Hotel for trying to push a satanic agenda
I
on
remember
kids.
that.
And also, something known as they tried to make their own heterosexual show cartoon for kids. Because they claim that cartoons were trying to brainwash kids into a gender. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But ironically, it never aired on TV and it was only sold on DVDs because no one wanted that shit.
I mean, if the only thing is we're gonna make a cartoon to make sure kids aren't gay, then I don't think it's gonna have stellar writing.
Yeah, so good on her for defending the film and its themes. Yeah, I don't. We should gotta stop listening to those batshit crazy groups. Oops.
Yeah, but also it's too late. The film's already made its money. It's like there's no way you can just suddenly stop it.
Plus, it grossed about $500 million like last time I checked.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's like so it's like boycotting's not gonna do anything. All right, so Marvel Rivals has hit an impressive milestone: 10 million players in 3 days.
Yeah, holy crap. Yeah, I gotta get back into this, but John started to play it recently and he said, yeah, it's a much better version of Overwatch.
Oh, okay. I think a lot of people were I mean, I do think it's really cool that 10 million people in 10 million players in 3 days is nothing to sneeze at, but also the game is free.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll
free games have a tendency to do really well.
So we'll see if this becomes the Overwatch killer or not over the past next few months. And
I doubt it will, because Overwatch has been around for so long, but we'll see.
I do know that Overwatch player count on Steam at least is starting to shrink. So we'll see.
Oh, I forgot you could get it on Steam.
Yeah, like the numbers of players on console isn't well known, but on Steam it's much more transparent of how many people are playing it during the day. And right now the numbers for Overwatch 2 are dwindling.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay.
You added this.
And Disneyland reveals their plans for their 70th anniversary. Oh my god, 70 years.
Jeez.
Yeah,
that's so surreal.
Back in 1955, back when Walt Disney was still alive. So some of the plans and the World of Color Happiness, which is the night show at Disney California Adventure, where they have it's like a water and light show. Because the space is limited and they can only have so much. Because don't forget, while in Orlando, Disney bought a ton of land and for Walt Disney World so they can expand as much as they want. And Disneyland in Anaheim, California is in the middle of the city of California, Anaheim, so it's very limited what they can do with that space. So, let's see. And on top of that, they have the Return and Paint the Night parade, which is like a light LED parade float, which is kind of like the Main Street Electrical Parade from back in the day. I remember loving that as a kid. And a new fireworks show, Wondrous Journey, that pays tribute to Disney animation. And in the daytime, they got a parade show, Better Together, a Pixar Palace celebration, and I'm seeing one of the floats is themed after Luca, I believe the film is called.
Yeah, that's Luca.
And of course, Sleeping Beauty's castle will get a makeover, and some of the character meet and greets like Mickey and friends will have all new wardrobes to celebrate the anniversary.
Oh, those are cute.
And also, they'll announce later exclusive food and merchandise that will be going on for the celebration, which will go from 2025 to into 2026. So, yeah, all you people on the West Coast, hope you enjoy that. And yeah, you're gonna get a quick laugh out of this one.
Rocksteady to terminate Suicide Squad support in January 2025.
So it's not even for a full year. Even after the game flop, WB Games insisted they were going to follow the first year roadmap to fruition. And it seems like Season 4 will be its last. And it might...
They put so much money into this and it ended up being such a big flop.
Yeah, lost Warner Brothers $200 million.
Oh, jeez, that's bad.
Yeah, so Season 4 will add Deathstroke, pretty much the only DLC character they added that people actually want to play as. Back then they had an alternate version of the Joker. They had a gender bend version of Mr. Freeze, and they had Deadshot's daughter, and after teasing his inclusion at the end of Arkham Origins, but not really doing anything with it, now they're adding Deathstroke. Okay. So yeah, it's been a long, tumultuous road, and hopefully this will free up Rocksteady from the lies of its minds and actually make a game people are willing to play.
Let's hope.
Even I don't have much hope because Warner Brothers, even 1 month after the game flopped, they insisted they were doubling down on lies of this game, so I'm not gonna hold my breath. Okay, and this one really surprised me. Chris Evans to appear in Avengers Doomsday.
How much do you think they're paying him?
A lot.
Yeah.
I remember he said the only way he returned to the MCU is if he doesn't play Captain America. And, he appeared in Deadpool and Wolverine as Johnny Storm, a.k.a.
Johnny Storm.
The Human Torch. And teasing that he might not be Steve Rogers again in this film. So
he might be somebody else. Okay.
Yeah. And at least that's what people are speculating. And so it's going to be interesting. We got Evans and Robert Downey Jr. both returning to the MCU for this.
As different characters, completely.
Yeah.
This will be interesting to see. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it loses a little bit of the... I don't know. Well, we'll just have to see. Okay, next up we have Golden Globe nominations. Alright, I gotta scroll down. Where are they? Okay. We have Best Motion Picture Drama, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Nickel Boys, and September 5th. Now this is for musical or comedy. Anora, Challengers, Emilia Perez, A Real Pain, The Substance, and Wicked. Okay, so for Best Motion Picture, we have Flow, Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and Wild Robot. Ooh, and then we have Cinematic and Box Office Achievement.
Yeah, this is basically for money on us.
Okay. Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, Gladiator, Inside Out 2, Twisters, Wicked, The Wild Robot. Best Motion Picture for non-English language, so that's a foreign film. All We Imagine as Light, Emilia Perez, The Girl with the Needle, I'm Still Here, The Seed of the Sacred Fig, and Vermiligo.
Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Motion Picture Drama category. Pamela Anderson in The Last Showgirl, Angelina Jolie and Maria, Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl, Tilda Swinton in The Room Next Door, Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here, Kate Winslet in lead. And Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture Drama category. Adrien Brody, The Brutalist. Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown. Daniel Craig in Queer. Carmen Domingo in Sing Sing. Ralph Fiennes in Conclave. And Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Motion Picture Musical or Comedy. Amy Adams in Night Bits. Cynthia Erivo in Wicked. Carla Sofia Gascon in Emilia Perez. Mickey Madison in Anora. Demi Moore in The Substance. And Zendaya in Challengers.
All right. And we got Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture. We got Jesse Eisenberg in A Real Pain. Hugh Grant in The Heretic. Gabrielle LaBelle in Saturday Night. Jesse Plemons in Kind of Kindness, Glenn Powell in Hitman, and Sebastian Stan in A Different Man.
Just to clarify, that was for musical or comedy.
So he's got 2 nominations for 2 different movies.
Mm-hmm. And got that.
You go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role in Any Motion Picture. Selena Gomez in Emilia Perez. Ariana Grande in Wicked. Felicity Jones in The Brutalist. Margaret Qualley in The Substance, Isabella Rossellini in Conclave, and Zoe Saldana in Emily Perez.
So now we have Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Supporting Role. Yuria Borsov in Anora, Kieran Culkin, A Real Pain, Edward Norton, A Complete Unknown, Guy Pearce in The Brutalist, Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice, and then Denzel Washington in Gladiator 2.
Best Director for Motion Picture, Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez. Jacques. Sean Baker in Anora. For Edward Berger for Conclave. Brady Corbett for The Brutalist. Coralie Fargiatin for The Substance. And Pela Kapadia for All Reimagined as Light.
Alright, now we got for a screenplay. Jacques Audiard for Emilia Perez, Sean Baker for Anora, Brady Corbett and Mana Fastol for The Brutalist, Jesse Eisenberg for A Real Pain. Oh, I didn't know he wrote that. Coralie Fagat for The Substance, and then Peter Stragon for Conclave.
Best Original Score, Motion Picture. Volker Bertelmann for Conclave, Daniel Blumberg, The Brutalist, Chris Bowers for The Wild Robot, Clement Ducal Camilli for Emilia Perez, Trent Reznor, Atticus Ross for Challengers, and Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 2.
And for those who are saying, why was Wicked nominated? That's not an original score.
Mm-mm.
That was already music that was created. It has to be original music. All right, we have Best Original Song, Beautiful That Way from The Last Showgirl, Compress Repress from Challengers, El Mal from Emilia Perez, Forbidden Road from Better Man, Kiss the Sky from Wild Robot, and Mi Camino from Emilia Perez.
Best Television Series in the Drama category, The Day of the Jackal from The Diplomat, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Shogun, Slow Horses, and Squid Games.
Ooh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy. We have Abbott Elementary, The Bear, The Gentleman, Hacks, Nobody Wants This, and Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, my mom is obsessed with that show. Best Television Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture Made for Television. Baby Reindeer, Disclaimer, Monsters, the Lion Eric Menendez story, The Penguin, Ripley, and True Detective Night Country.
Now we have the best performances by a female actor in a television series. Kathy Bates in Matlock, Emily D'Arcy in House of the Dragon, Maya Erskine in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Keira Knightley in Black Doves, Kerry Russell in The Diplomat, and Anna Sawai in Shogun.
Best performance by a male actor in a television series, drama category. Donald Glover for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Jake Gyllenhaal for Presumed Innocent, Gary Oldman in Slow Horses, Eddie Redmayne in The Day of the Jackal, Hiroyuki Sanada in Shogun, and Billy Bob Thornton in Landman.
Alrighty, next we have Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Television Series. Kristen Bell in Nobody Wants This, Quinta Brunson in Abbott Elementary, Ayo Iberi, The Bear, Selena Gomez, Only Murders in the Building, Catherine Hahn, and Agatha All Along. I think this is the first Marvel thing to be nominated.
Oh, wow.
And Jean Smart in Hacks.
Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Television Series in the Musical Comedy category. Adam Brody in Nobody Wants This, Ted Danson for A Man on the Inside, Steve Martin in Only Murders in the Building, Jason Segel in Shrinking, Martin Short in Only Murders in the Building, and Jeremy Allen White for The Bear.
Okay, I'm glad they nominated both Steve Martin and Martin Short because they're both like the leads in that show. I would have been mad if only one of them had gotten nominated. All right, next up, oops, wrong one. Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Limited Series, Anthology, or Motion Picture made for television. So this is like miniseries or like, as it said, a picture made for film, not a film that like gets released in theaters. Kate Blanchett in Disclaimer, Jodie Foster in True Detective, Night Country, Kristen Milotti in The Penguin, Sofia Vergara in Griselda, Naomi Watts in Feud, Capote versus the Swans, and Kate Winslet in The Regime.
And Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Limited Series, Anthology Series, or Motion Picture made for television. Colin Farrell for The Penguin, Richard Gadd for Baby Reindeer, Kevin Kline for Disclaimer, Cooper Cooch for Monsters, the Lion Eric Menendez story, Ewan McGregor for A Gentleman in Moscow, and Andrew Scott for Ripley.
And then we have Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role for Television. Lisa Glenn-Zayas for The Bear, Hannah Indenbinder for Hacks, Dakota Fanning for Ripley, Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer, Allison Janney for The Diplomat, and Kylie Ress for True Detective Night Country.
Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Supporting Role on Television. Tadanobu Asano for Shogun, Javier Baldwin for Monsters, the Lion Eric Menendez story, Harrison Ford for Shrinking, Jack Lowden for Slow Horses, Diego Luna for La Machina, and Ivan Masbachrach for The Bear.
All right. And last but not least is Best Performance in Stand-Up Comedy on Television. We have Jamie Foxx, Nikki Glazer, Seth Meyers, Adam Sandler. I didn't know he was still doing comedy.
Stand-up.
Yeah, same here. Ali Wong and Rami Youssef.
And those are the nominations. You can look forward to us announcing the winner on a later date. And
yep.
Oh yeah, this one really surprised me.
Oh yeah. So, we've talked about Aardman Animations. They're the people who are behind the brilliance of Wallace and Gromit. They're apparently doing a collab with Pokemon.
Yeah, like coming in 2027, they released a short of a claymation Pokeball, and I am curious about what this is going to be. Someone joked about how it's going to be like that show they did Creature Comforts, but with Pokemon. And
oh, that would be funny.
Oh yeah, that would actually be funny. Like they talk about two kids and fans about Pokemon, and they animate them to be Pokemon.
That would be cute. All right. So I frequent a lot of subreddits that talk about like movies at Disney, and we all had a conversation about this, but apparently there's going to be a Tangled live-action movie directed by Greatest Showman director Michael Gracie. Okay.
Oh, no.
Disney, could you
stop?
Like, give us a little break? Yes, or stop. Like, dude, how many remakes are they going to make? We have 2 coming out next year. We have Stitch and Snow White. There was the Mufasa prequel, which I don't think did that well.
Yeah, like Yeah, it comes out this Friday, and projections for that Mufasa film, it's going on a pace. It's pacing behind Sonic 3.
Well, of course, everyone wants to see Sonic,
Yeah, especially with him pitted against Shadow.
and everyone's been like waiting for Shadow, but also you got Keanu Reeves voicing Shadow. So
And okay, last time I checked, not only was it turning it behind Sonic 3 in the box office projections, but I'm looking up on Rotten Tomatoes. Mufasa has a 57% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and
ooh,
Sonic 3
wow.
has an 86%. It's the first film in the trilogy to be certified fresh.
Yay! Like, so here's my thing. I don't think these remakes and reboots would be bothering people if there weren't so many of them, and if like they weren't releasing them like so close together. Like, if they maybe did a thing where they did one every other year, I don't think this would be such an issue. But that's like really all we're getting, and it's just exhausting.
Yeah, it's either this or Star Wars or Marvel movies in the terms of the live action department.
Yeah, I feel like Disney's sort of losing the magic a little bit, and I think that's gonna come back to bite them just because a lot of people have realized we don't have to rely on Disney for like animated stuff anymore,
Yeah,
because there's other companies that are.
Yeah, like they're getting really tired of the same type of gut, nothing but sequels and reboots and remakes.
Yeah, it's just boring right now. We need a little bit of variety, please. And also, the thing is how are they gonna do the hair?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm not looking forward to this. Okay, next up, we're both excited for this.
And let's see what this is. And teaser trailer for The Day the Earth Blew Up.
So I already watched this, and oh my gosh, I can't wait.
I know
It looks hilarious.
You already know how much I love Looney Tunes. I grew up
yeah.
with them as a kid. It was my first exposure to animation and comedy. Hey, and this is...
I feel like this...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And this is the first hand-drawn Looney Tunes movie that doesn't contain any live-action actors or a compilation of shorts. It's entirely original.
It's its own thing. It's its own story. I think Warner Brothers is going to probably be kicking themselves for dropping this one, just because it looks really good.
And apparently it has a modest budget of $15 million.
Oh, wow. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why does that matter? Guys, some of these movie budgets are really insane. Like, absolutely insane.
Yeah, like apparently they outsource the animation services to an animation studio in Canada, Tonic DNA, I think it's called. While one little detail I like this, looking at the credits, they actually list all the storyboard artists as the writers because it was a very storyboard-driven project. And so that's a neat for them. I mean, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It's directed by Pete Browncourt. He was a showrunner for the Looney Tunes cartoons on Max, and he's probably best known as the creator and voice of Uncle Grandpa. And he is a die-hard Looney Tunes fan. Like he insisted that when Warner Brothers asked him what he would want to work on, the first thing he said was Looney Tunes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's
right. Okay, and next up, we both kind of had a laugh about this before. Kraven the Hunter bombs with 11 million opening. Damn.
Yeah, and has
that's bad.
Oh, the budget on that one. Let me look it up real quick. We got nothing. Ever since Sony tried to do their own Spider-Man cinematic universe, it's been nothing but flop after flop. I think the Venom films are the only ones unprofitable in that trilogy.
Yeah. Because, see, what they've been trying to do is, expand on the Spider-Man universe by
not having Spider-Man.
Yes, and by showing off the villains. It kind of doesn't it hasn't worked well for them because Madam Web was a massive failure.
Yeah, then that came out like this
Mm,
year. It was like a
mm-hmm.
major flop, and they were really hoping it would be the next big trilogy, but nope, it flopped. And now
And
they were really banking on Craven to pull him out of the gutter. They even tried to push it into December at the height of cinema, as they call it, but that just made the performance even worse, in my opinion.
okay, so I've talked about this before, but I wonder if people who make movies and stuff ever look at what else is coming out. Because they decided to release this while Moana 2 and Wicked are in theaters.
Yeah, like that killed any chances of
Why
it
would you do
making
it?
and back its budget.
Because you have an established IP that children love, Moana, and then you have a very popular musical that people love, Wicked. It stars Ariana Grande. People have been waiting for a Wicked movie for years. It got stuck in like production hell, and like Ariana Grande had been like vying to also star in a Wicked movie. Of course, people are gonna go see that. And here's the thing: people don't know who Craven is.
Yeah, like he's just a villain in the Spider-Man and universe.
And he can be a cool villain, but it's like he's not like the Green Goblin or Doc Ock. People don't know who he is, so it just felt really weird to give him a movie. So I'm not surprised this is not doing well. It's got a 5.4 on IMDb and a 16% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, and so far it's made about 26 million in the worldwide box office against 130 million dollars.
Oh yeah, they're losing money on this one. Oh god.
Yeah,
You think they would learn their
yeah.
lesson?
Apparently, this Spider-Man cinematic universe of theirs lost 450 million dollars.
Oh man, that's bad.
And the only reason they're doing this is because of the deal they signed with Marvel years ago, which says they gotta make a Spider-Man centered film every 5 years, or they lose the film rights.
But Spider-Man's not in these.
I know. Oh, it doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. All right, so it was last Thursday, right? Was the video game awards, right?
Yeah. We did a live reaction stream with John on and all our friends, and on his Twitch
It
channel.
was chaotic, but we had so much fun.
Yeah.
So now we're going to talk about some of the trailers that got revealed. So first up, new video game franchise Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet is coming from Last of Us creator and Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
For PlayStation.
I was confused about what I was watching at first.
Oh yeah.
It was this woman in space shaving her head and was compelled to disembark on a planet. But then the words showed up from the creators of Crash Bandicoot and Jack and Daxter and Uncharted and The Last of Us. And my jaw dropped.
So this game has caused quite a stir because, oh no, there's a woman and she's not blonde and thin with big, huge double D boobs. We haven't seen any gameplay, and everyone is so upset about how the main character looks, despite her being based off Tati Gabriel. They based it off her model, off her, and it looks like her, but like just it's been
the incels and getting into the down votes mass. The incels gave it mass down votes, even though they don't really know anything about this game yet.
you really don't. But like I think it looks cool. I'd like to give it a try, but like it's not coming out. I think until 2026. It's
I don't think they have a planned release yet.
Yeah, they don't.
There's no AMD yet, but Naughty Dog has a proven track record, despite some of the questionable stories in recent years. So I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, same here.
And this was also shocking. Okami 2 in development. And
Woo!
like,
I don't think anybody was expecting this.
no, like Okami 2 was a Zelda-style action adventure made by the defunct Cloverleaf Field Studio, which was an arm of Capcom that made a bunch of experimental games like Okami and Beautiful Joe. And then shit happened
Really?
as Capcom decided to focus on a big dumb wrestling push that would damage their reputation, while the team behind Clover would go on to find their own developer, Platinum Games.
Oh, that's good.
And, okay, I'm trying to remember what the name of the guy is. Eki Kamiya? Yeah, Deki Kamiya, who announced he left Platinum Games not too long ago after directing games like Bayonetta and The Wonderful 100. He also directed the first Akami, and he's coming back to direct the sequel.
Yeah, he seemed really happy to be back.
Yeah, I gotta get around to playing the first Okami, but he has a proven
I've
track
always
record
wanted to play it
with some amazing and experimental games.
Okay, so now we have to talk about the one that I think we're all really excited for because
Oh, I know my sister is.
Game, and our friend Rich was really excited. So, toss a coin. We're getting Witcher 4, and it looks like we're following Ciri as a Witcher. Which a lot of.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know shit about the Witcher series other than when my sister played them and apparently made love on a stuffed unicorn.
The hell? I'm going to. I think I bought one of the third Witcher game, just because I watched the Witcher show, and I'm like, oh, this looks really cool. I want to get into it, and it was on sale because of the announcement. Is it Witcher 3? Yeah, I have Witcher 3 now, so I can't wait to play it. But yeah, we're playing as Ciri, and before anybody says it, she becomes a Witcher in the books. I didn't know this, but the Witcher video games were based off a book series.
Oh.
So she becomes a Witcher in the books. It is canon. Get over it.
Yeah. Oh, and I just remember a dumb joke Gigaboots made. They predicted that after the failure of CD Projekt's last game, Cyberpunk 2077, at least, because the controversy of how the controversies into the game were glitch as fuck. They imagined that during one event, the head of CD Projekt would just run out on the stage shouting, Witcher 4, Witcher 4, we're making Witcher 4. For the love of God, please love us again.
This looks really good. I don't care what anybody says. I think the trailer is really, really good. Jad didn't like it because there was a spidery monster. But...
No, fuck that.
Jad does not like spiders.
So,
okay.
This one
Another
caught
announcement.
me off guard as well. Dispatch revealed. What is this?
So, how do we explain this?
Okay.
What is Dispatch?
It's being made by a new developer made up Ad Hoc Studio. It's made up of former Telltale Games employees. Most particularly...
So the people who brought us Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us.
And Tales from the Borderlands. Specifically people who worked on those games. And in this game, you play as a washed-up hero who had a mech suit, but after it gets destroyed, he's now out of the hero business. Until he receives an opportunity from a hero dispatch center, having him dispatch heroes to stop several crimes and problems. And it looks hilarious. It has that Telltale style of humor, especially from the earlier games. And it has an amazing Spider-Verse art style to it.
Yes, I was gonna say that. So this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. I love the character designs. I like it when they make superhero stuff that sort of has a little bit of humor to it. It's not making fun of it. It's more like tongue-in-cheek. So this looks like it's gonna be really good.
Mm-hmm.
It has a stacked voice cast. Because we've got Aaron Paul, Jeffrey Wright, Laura Bailey, Erin Yvette, Moist Critical, and Jacksepticeye.
Oh, Moist Critical is in this game?
Yes, Alana Pierce, Travis Willingham, woo! Joel Haver, Tantalopoulos, Matthew Mercer, and Thought Squad. Don't know what Thought Squad is, but yeah, we're gonna have what's his name? Jesse Pinkman's in this game.
Oh wow.
All right.
So yeah, I'm definitely
Next
looking forward
up.
to that one.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. I think it was both me and Christine were like kind of geeking out. It's called Split Fiction from Haze Light Studios, the people that brought us It Takes Two.
Which was a game of the
It
year
looks
years
so
ago.
cool. And it's still a really popular game, despite like having come out so like long ago. People still love It Takes Two. So the plot of this is some company makes it so you can enter the realms of your stories, but these two girls accidentally like get mixed up and they end up in each other's stories. It looks like so much fun, and it also looks like it still has a bit of that dark humor.
Yeah, like this one segment
that
where you're playing as pigs and then you're playing as hot dogs rolling
it
down a
becomes
grill.
sausages.
Yeah, that's
Why
hilarious.
are they like this? Why are they like this? Okay.
So yeah, I can see this becoming another hit.
Yeah, I can't wait. It looks beautiful, and again, It Takes Two was good. I have no doubt that this is gonna be good.
Okay, and let's see what's next. The Outer Worlds 2 gets a new gameplay trailer. Oh, I should clarify, it's the first gameplay trailer. So, this is like, The Outer Worlds was like a spiritual successor to Fallout, I believe, by Obsidian Entertainment. And yeah, apparently it was successful enough that at again bought by Xbox, Microsoft Studios or whatever, that they're developing a sequel.
And it looks like it's gonna be the same as the first Outer Worlds. A lot of the same humor and the art style and everything.
Oh, definitely.
It looks really pretty. All right, and then we also got a first look at Borderlands 4. Yeah, we all got really excited about
this.
this.
This will actually taste the movie out of everyone's mouths.
I think this is their way of saying we're sorry about the movie.
Yeah, and this is the first one after Gearbox got bought by 2K Games.
It looks really cool. I don't think this one has a release date either, though.
They're aiming for 2026, I think.
Okay, so about 2-ish, 1 year.
Oh, okay, 2025.
Oh, really? So it's coming out next year, dang.
Yeah,
Now...
I feel like Borderlands is the only one that got the looter shooter genre right, because they don't focus on microtransactions and so on anything. They just... it's an RPG. You just kill enemies and get loot. It's not that complicated.
Yeah. And it has an interesting story, too. The lore is enough to keep you invested, I feel.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, no, Claptrap's back.
Oh,
no.
Everyone hates him but me.
It's not that. It's when I first tried to play it, I wasn't feeling good, and he just kept talking. I'm like, Claptrap, please be quiet.
Well, what do you expect? His name's Claptrap.
Please, for a second. That's a good point. And then, so... Now, this one we don't really have any information on. We only got a trailer, but this is coming from the people who made Yakuza. It's called Project Century?
Yeah, it takes place in 1915 Japan. I remember we were confused at first trying to figure out what this was and who was making it. And I kept thinking, this is giving me Yakuza flashbacks. Like the gameplay looks similar, but
Yakuza.
It takes place in, the early 20th century.
Yeah, we don't think it's Yakuza related, but it's by the same company.
And then...
just by looking at it.
The trailer for RGG Studio dropped, my jaw dropped as well. Holy shit.
Yeah. We don't think it's Yakuza related, but it just kind of has similar vibes, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is going to be a spin-off or its own thing, but I'm
It
excited.
looks good.
I'm excited.
Okay. And this was a very short trailer, but Sonic Racing Crossworld is coming.
Yeah, we're getting another Sonic racing game, and which is something that I never thought I'd be excited about, because
I have a feeling they also did this because the Sonic movie is
oh
coming out.
yeah, especially with how it focuses on Shadow in the teaser.
Yeah. Yeah, the teaser only shows. It doesn't even show Shadow's face, it's just Shadow and his car, but it's enough to get you excited.
And something that got me excited: a new Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, a new 2D Ninja Gaiden game, and yeah,
This looks so cool.
the animation looks great. It's especially the intro end. Oh yeah, looks like it's gonna be fun. And
See, I feel like for the most part, we liked a lot of the things that were being announced. I think our only problem was the ads.
yeah, definitely. Like, I wonder how many people are going to complain about the difficulty, because Ninja Gaiden is infamous for being a hard game series.
Kind of like Cuphead.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Rage
Oh boy.
Band. From the studio behind Blasphemous. Yes, gotta look that one up sometime. And yeah, I love 2D each side scroller, so I'm looking forward to that. And here's something else that surprised me. Warren Spector working on a new game, Thick As Thieves. Who is Warren Spector, you ask? Well, back in the 90s, he worked on several first-person RPG games such as System Shock and Thief. Now, his design philosophy is that when reaching an objective in a mission, there's going to be just one way to do it. You should have multiple options to accomplish this, depending on your playstyle and choices you make.
Oh,
And
okay.
he even achieved that with his Epic Mickey games.
Wait, that was him?
Yep.
This is a dude who made an Epic Mickey?
Yep. Before that, he was known for his dark and gritty first-person RPGs like Deus Ex and System Shock.
Wow.
And this is
I'm actually excited for this now.
yeah, this is looking interesting. It's a stealth game, so I guess it's gonna be similar to Thief. Thief may be a spiritual successor.
There's a lot of like sneaking around and puzzles and stuff. This actually looks really fun. I'm definitely gonna want to play this. I'm always looking for new co-op games
And
to play
from the
with
looks
friends.
of it, you'll also have some rival thieves to contend with. And so that's an interesting choice on the stealth genre.
Okay, what on earth is this?
Oh, Shadow Labyrinth, based on Pac. Oh yeah, this was before you joined the stream. Remember that one weird episode of Secret Level where they had like a dark and gritty take on Pac-Man? Yeah, apparently
Is
this
that
was
what this
based on
is?
this game that was in development for the past couple of years.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's a Metrovania slightly based on Pac-Man, I should say.
It looks interesting.
The only problem is, why Pac-Man?
That seems like such a bizarre choice.
To survive this world, it's eat or be eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made Pac-Man creepy as fuck.
I'm not sure how to feel about this.
Yeah. Hopefully this isn't like
All right.
Bomberman Act Zero. That was...
Alright.
Okay.
So now it is time for the Game Awards 2024 winners.
Oh, shit.
Statler and Waldorf. Because they were amazing. I hope they come back next year. But, do we want to start from the bottom and go up?
Oh, okay, let's see here. Best esports team, TI, who play League of Legends.
Congratulations. Best esports athlete, Faker, aka Lee Sang-hyuk. Congratulations.
Best esports game, League of Legends.
Content Creator of the Year, Queso. Congratulations, Queso.
Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 6. Yeah, why am I not surprised?
Now this doesn't surprise me. Best adaptation, that is best media based off a video game, Fallout.
Yeah, it was either that or Arcane, because the other ones, they sucked.
I haven't seen the Tomb Raider show, but I heard the Tomb Raider show is good. But the other two, no
Yeah,
thanks.
I've seen 1.5 episodes of Fallout so far, and it's a good show. And best multiplayer game, Helldivers 2.
Helldivers won a lot, if I remember correctly. So we got best sports and best racing game, EA Sports FC25.
Best sim/strategy game, Frostpunk 2.
Best family game,
And get ready to
Astrobot.
see that name a lot. Best fighting game, Tekken 8.
Best RPG, this made Christine and John happy. Metaphor, ReFantazio.
Oh yeah, this is that game by Atlas, the same studio behind Persona.
Yeah.
Best action adventure game, Astrobot.
Best action game, Black Myth Wukong.
Best VR/AR game, Batman Arkham Shadow. And Warner Brothers Games desperately needed a win.
They really did. Best mobile game, Balatro.
Oh yeah, this is that deck that the poker thing. Best debut indie game, Balatro.
And best independent game, you guessed it, Balatro.
Best community support, finally a game that isn't Balatro, Baldur's Gate 3.
Best ongoing game is Helldivers 2.
aka game that's still in development and ongoing. Games for impact, basically games that deal with serious subject matters or celebrate diversity and stuff like that. Never.
I have that, I need to play it. Innovation and accessibility, Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown.
Best performance, Melina Juergens in Senua Sage in Hellblade 2.
Best audio design, Seta Saga Hellblade 2.
Best score and music, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
That's not surprising. Best art direction, Metaphor ReFantazio.
Best narrative, Metaphor Refantasio again.
Best game direction, Astrobot.
And finally, Game of the Year, Astrobot.
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yeah, it's so funny that Sony was pushing for massive AAA games and live service games that absolutely flopped. And this little platformer game from the Japanese unit, it absolutely swept the Game Awards.
See, that's the thing. You never know what's going to be popular. You don't know how people are going to respond to it.
Yeah, like apparently the success of Astrobot is making them rethink their current strategy and focus more on the Japanese unit. So we can only hope that they'll give up chasing trends.
Hopefully. Like, the thing is any game can be enjoyable. Like, any type of game can be enjoyable as long as you actually care and put effort into what you're making.
And, yeah, this is some sad news. HBO and Max decided not to renew their deal with Sesame Street.
Boo!
Back in 2016, Sesame Workshop, they actually produce episodes of Sesame Street, and they're a non-profit organization. They rely solely on licensing deals, merchandise sales, and donations just to produce shows, and when they won't get as much money for that, they managed to work out a deal with HBO for them to help fund new episodes of Sesame Street, along with a limited exclusivity window. Oh, so they would air on HBO early and then later air on public access. And and Sesame Street was also featured on Max, and my nephew is gonna be happy about this news.
Well, thankfully, you can get it on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, like, Max would continue hosting episodes until 2027, and at least. But right now, they're back on the market for any other streaming service. And I can imagine they'll get snapped up real quick.
Because, like, So we've been talking about how HBO Max keeps making really bad choices. Why on earth would you not renew? Like, here's the thing: Sesame Street has been around since like my brother was little. Okay, it's been around for like what, about 40 years, I think.
Like, yeah, like over 40, I believe.
And it's still popular. Okay, my kids at the daycare are obsessed with Elmo, and like I'll go into one of my classrooms, and there's one kid who'll come up and goes, Elmo, because he wants to hear the Elmo song. I've heard that song so many
It debuted
times.
back in 1969. Oh my god.
Guys, do you have any idea how rare it is for a show to be this old and still be successful? And so it's like, I don't understand why they wouldn't do this. It's like they're basically throwing away money because the Sesame Street merch, it sells very well. They have books. The kids love those books. Like, I don't understand why you would just give up a license for something so profitable. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I can imagine, and Jesus. Well, hopefully Sesame Street will find a new home, and
I think they will.
in the meantime, fuck Saslov.
Oh yeah, fuck him. But there's some good news. We got not only just a poster, but we also got a trailer for the new Superman movie.
Yeah, and like already the poster is colorful, and let me pull up the trailer again. Already you can tell it's a difference between night and day from the past Superman movies. At least the failed DC film universe. From
I'm
Zack Snyder.
actually really excited now. Like, I don't know about you guys, but the poster and the trailer, I'm really excited. I don't care what people say. I think James Gunn is going to make a really good Superman movie. I trust him.
And we got an amazing cover of John Williams' iconic Superman theme. And
just
Crypto,
so
fluffy boy.
Crypto, yes! So for those of you who don't know, Superman actually has a dog. And his name is Crypto, and he has the powers of Superman. He's just a dog.
Yeah.
And we also got to see Mr. Terrific. We got to see Guy Gardner with his
the third incarnation
haircut.
of Green Lantern. Apparently the only
We got
difference
to
between
see
him and the other
Hawkgirl.
versions of Green Lantern is how he's a dick.
He really is. Guy Gardner is annoying as hell. But I really can't wait. I'm so excited. This looks like we're getting in. Like, it feels like it's been a very long time since we've gotten a Superman
good
movie.
Superman movie, at least.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Zack Snyder's Superman was not good.
No, he didn't understand the character at all.
Nope. So yeah, I'm genuinely excited about this. My ass will be in the theater on opening day.
Oh, I thought you were about to say my ass is ready or something. Sorry.
No, but
sorry.
oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Is that who I think? It's my girl!
Oh yeah. Marceline is now playable in multiverses.
Oh, guys. Okay, you don't know this, but I love Adventure Time. It is like my favorite animated television show. I freaking love Marceline.
And
so
she is the
much.
fourth character to join the fourth Adventure Time character to join multiverses, I should clarify.
Oh man, I really hope they add Princess Bubblegum. Because they added the Banana Guards.
Yeah, that part surprised me, but yeah, Marceline, she's a bruiser, meaning she's part of more well-rounded classes, a jack of all trades but a master of none, and so far she seems to have a pretty good combo potential in the game, especially her mechanic where for a special attack she transforms into a bat form.
Okay, I'm watching the trailer, and at the end, it has Finn, Jake, and the Banana Guard all dancing to music Marceline's playing. It's adorable.
Yeah, so, Marceline was a really popular character on the show. Oh, I can imagine a lot of people are gonna have fun playing her. Okay.
Alright. Time for recommendations. Do you want to go first, or you want
I'll
me to
go first. My first recommendation isn't exactly how holiday theme, but I'm including here because I absolutely love this film. Wicked. And I
I
finally
knew you were
saw
gonna
it,
love it.
and it's based on the hit Broadway musical of the same name. It focuses on.
Which was based
Sorry.
off of a book, which was based
Oh
off of a
yeah, yeah.
movie, which was also based off of a book.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're the residential Oz expert.
That
On
is
the
true.
unsung story of the Wicked Witch of the West. As who's. Oh. Hang on, let me pull up the Wikipedia again. Wicked. And,
Did you forget her name?
yes, as
Elphaba.
Elphaba Throb. But a woman born with green skin but possesses powerful magic. She is shunned by her father, who's a mayor of Munchkinland, and she goes to school where, because he possesses a lot of potential in magic, she's allowed to enroll, which irritates a blonde classmate by the name of Galinda, and who wants to be a powerful sorceress as well, and it's also as a rivalry as Elphaba constantly feels eyes on her. People judge her because of her green skin and dark attire. But as the two go on, movie goes on, the two develop a friendship. But it begins to rift as they learn about the true history of Oz. And that's all I say. For now, I don't want to spoil it, even though it's based on a Broadway musical that was running for years. It features amazing songs and oh god, that last song, Undefined Gravity, it's called.
Gravity. Yep.
I was captivated at that segment, and that
It's probably considered like the musical's best song is Defying Gravity.
Yeah, like I remember that show made Idina Menzel famous.
Yep.
Like that put her on the map, and oh fuck! Why did I close the Wikipedia? Idiot. No, what was the name? And Cynthia Erivo, did it justice. Like not just as a character, but when she performed the songs.
And I have to say, the chemistry she has with Ariana Grande is just... Because there's a song called Popular where Glinda's like saying, Elfie, I'm going to help you like be popular. And their interactions in that one song are just perfect.
Yeah, and so yeah, it's still playing in theaters, hopefully by the time this episode goes out. So definitely check it out, because I believe part 2, because they decided to adapt Act 1 and Act 2 into separate movies, which makes sense so they don't have to sacrifice the songs or the stories or development. Wicked for Good
Also,
is what it's gonna be called.
They are doing a sing-along version, so if you're somebody like me who likes to sing along, you can go and sing to your heart's content.
Okay, and my second recommendation, I swear this one is a Christmas movie. I swear it. Batman Returns.
It is a Christmas movie, I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this is a sequel to Tim Burton's 1989 Batman film. And in some ways, it's better than that because of the... Burton and his team had a lot more creative freedom this time around to be as dark as they want. It focuses on a new character who... a deformed man... and who has flipper-like hands and very pale skin, who's referred to as the Penguin, played by the amazing and legend himself, Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah, he's good in the. He's great in this.
Oh yeah, even if you and have the stomach to handle it, and as he begins to campaign to be mayor of Gotham, after hiding from the sewers. Because Batman not only has to deal with him, but also a rogue anti-hero named Catwoman, played by Michelle Pfeiffer. And, like, they had that iconic scene of her mental breakdown from when she went from Selena Kyle to Catwoman. It was, like, one of the most iconic scenes ever put on film, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I love that part where she goes, "Honey." Oh right, I don't have a husband. I don't know why that just tickles me so.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it's a Christmas movie. It takes place around Christmas. It counts, and it's one of the best as films. It's not only based on a DC comic, but also one of the best films Tim Burton directed. And it mainly because of it was made to take more of a risk. It's not just the tone, but also in the imagery. It like when it came out, a lot of people complained about how it's too dark for kids. Like, have you ever read a Batman comic before? They can get pretty dark.
Oh yeah.
And nowadays, people expect Batman to be dark, which is ironic. Heck, so yeah, it's streaming on Max right now. Definitely check it out. Your turn, Rooty.
All right, so I have two Christmas recommendations. The first one is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. So I don't care what anyone says. I love the Rankin Bass stop motion films. They're so just
It's a
charming.
tradition.
And when I watch, yeah, it's a tradition. Well, this is one of the, I think, possibly the lesser known ones. It's Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and it's like the untold story of Santa. And I just like it because it's so whimsical and cute, and it's really fun. But I also love the villain. His name is
Burgermeister
Meister. Yes. And the thing is, he's such a curmudgeonly old fool.
Oh yeah,
And
and he's also
he
voiced by the late great Paul Frees, who voiced a lot of characters. Like he was the ghost host from the Haunted Mansion, and he was
Mhm.
also Boris in Rocky and Bullwinkle.
So it is narrated by Fred Astaire, who was one of the most popular people, like in the, I think it was like what this the early um like
Like the golden
1900s.
age of film.
Yes, this man was a class act. He could sing, he could act, and he could dance. This man was a crazy dancer. But he starts out. It starts out with a a postman named
Special
S.D. Kluger.
delivery SD Kluger.
And like we hear all these kids asking questions, and we see their letters, and it explains the story of Santa Claus and how he became who he is, and it's just really, I like it because see the Burgermeister banishes toys, and Santa Claus, or Claus as he's called as in the or Chris as he's called in the beginning, is like, that's not fair. These kids need more than just their toys. They'll be absolutely miserable, and does everything in his power to make these kids happy. It's just so sweet, and endearing, and it shows, what Christmas should be about. And I think we had talked about this, but I finally got to watch it. It's called Merry Little Batman. So for those of you who don't know, Batman actually has a son named Damian Wayne.
Yeah, he's like
And
his mother is Talia Ghul, who's like the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, who commands a League of Assassins, a long on recurrent villain of Batman.
yep. And they sort of had like an on again, off again thing. In this, it's an animated superhero holiday film. Damien knows his dad is Batman and he wants to be Batman, but like Bruce is a super overprotective father. It's really cute in this. I actually like how they did this. And like Bruce has gotten rid of all crime in Gotham, but then Bruce gets called away for Justice League business on Christmas Eve, but it turns out it was fake. It's the Joker. The Joker's gotten like the gang back together. He's got Mr. Freeze, the Penguin, Poison Ivy, Bane. They've all come out of like retirement to, you know, wreak havoc on Gotham. But Damien thinks this is the perfect time to prove that he is, you know, he can be Batman now. The animation, I love the animation in this. It's so whimsical and fun. I love the designs of the characters. I really love Joker's design. He's got this big old hat. It's just so much fun, and it's like it's been such a long time since like there's been a superhero movie that I feel like was kind of fun and not so serious. Like it's got a good message, but the film is not taking itself too seriously and it's having fun. Um, I also really like how they made Batman like this really overprotective father because I feel like he would be like that. He'd be like, "Oh, my son, I have to protect him at all costs." It's like it's out of character, but I still kind of think it makes sense because he knows how dangerous the world is. He wants to protect Damien. He doesn't want Damien to have to fight like he does.
Yeah, like I believe this
And
was supposed to be on Max, but after the Aslov, they sold it to Prime Video.
and I mean, Prime is probably doing well because it's good. But also another thing is I like the music that they they use in this because they have "All I Really Want for Christmas" by Little John. For some reason, it just works.
Yeah, so I definitely gotta check this out. I've got to check it out last year. I'm not gonna make
Oh,
that
you would
mistake
love it.
again.
All right, so we're almost done with Christmas, but this time we're going for something a little more violent.
Santa's
We're going to be reviewing
Sleigh.
Santa's Sleigh. This is going to be interesting.
Just to clarify, it's
Well,
Slay. The sleigh.
all right. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Goodbye.